how's it going? Decided to come out and play around out in the woods today. The weather is unbelievable. We had some rain last night and early this morning, and it brought along with it a cool front. So it's barely 70 degrees here in Texas, and I just couldn't stand it, being inside or whatever. I'm actually off work today, so yeah, I decided to come out. Just this little local area that I come to in the Trinity River Basin area. It's nice. It's somewhat secluded for the most part. There's a nature preserve that not a lot of people go to. Most of the times when I pull up, there's just normally one or two other cars, and when I get back, there's normally nobody there. So it's secluded. I apologize if you hear the traffic in the background, but yeah, I was just kind of wanting to get a little further back than where I normally go. Like when I did the Deer Creek Wilderness tarp review, I wanted to go a little bit further back than that just to see. It's a little windy today. I know West Texas, it's a lot windier than what it is here, so I don't know if that's coming this way or not. But I'd also really like to try to find maybe some willow or cottonwood and a bow, and just make a new set off the land, and actually get a coal and try to get a little fire going out here. You're not supposed to build fires out here on this property, so I've really been thinking about getting an alcohol stove or something, but I don't know, a small one. I think dig a hole in the ground, find an area that doesn't have a lot of grass and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of try to see, if it starts pouring down rain again, I might throw up my tarp and hunker down, or if I'm close enough, just go ahead and head on out. But it's my 5-year wedding anniversary today, so my wife's at work and I took off, and I just decided to come out and get out and about. And I'm not gonna be able to be out here too much longer, but we'll see what we can get done. So. Yeah, if I come across something, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'm gonna get some dirt underneath my feet and try to go find a spot. All right.
I don't know if this is gonna show up real well, but there's already some trees turning colors over there. This area right here used to be a lake, a pretty deep little, well, I say a lake, but a pretty big little pond. And since then it's dried up, and you've got a lot of those plants and shrubs and stuff growing in it. But I'm talking kind of quiet because I've seen, this is the area that I normally see the most animal activity on this trail that I'm on right now. The city comes through and puts these trails down, and clears them out and keeps them clean. But this is where you see a lot of the signs. And where I'm at right now, I'm not exactly sure what kind of animal it is, but it smells just like urine. I mean, it's really strong. I don't think it's deer, because there's not that many here in this area because of the highways. Like, there's literally back into the highway back there, but it's pretty strong. I mean, I'm trying not to cough, but just thought I'd show you that. It's pretty cool that you're already starting to see colors and stuff change on the leaves. Last year I didn't even know about this place, so I didn't get to see fall and a transition of fall. So I'm really excited about that this year. This is pretty cool. Look at see that bright colored patches on the ground there, and there's another mound over there. Look, something has just been going to town on those seeds. And here's a pretty clear game trail. Look at that. So the main trail comes here, and that's where the seeds and stuff were. Look at that, going right down to the pond. bet there's all there. Yeah, right here too. It's pretty cool. I haven't really gone back this far. We've got some digging right there. You know, I haven't really had a chance to go back this far in this area. Almost looks like something was bedded down right here. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Just right here in the city, Dallas, you know. It's cool. Alright, I'll check. Here's an area that I think's just now getting cleared, because I haven't seen this part before. There's flagging tape in somebody's vest. They might still be doing it right now. It looks like they just came through not too long ago. This is what's kind of cool, is look at this tree and how it's completely fallen over, but it's supported all those other branches. I think it's pretty cool, you know. But yeah, I mean, there's tons. Oh man, this is probably some good punk wood. Look at that. It's crazy how smooth it is right there. It's probably all wet though too. Yeah, it's soaking wet, but give this a little bit and it'll be dry. It's so punky though. I mean, that's a massive tree. Look at the size of that thing. Yeah, this is all new. I haven't been to this area before, so I'm keeping my bearing, because I don't know how far back this goes. Just trying to keep, you know, certain landscape or land features in mind, and then it's good that there's flagging tape ever so often too. This is a cool tree. Looks like it's been here for a while too. It's dead, but alright, yeah, thought I'd share that with you. If anything interesting comes up, you know, I'm about ready to start looking for my bow drill set, if I can find it. Probably gonna turn around and head back and go back to the area that I'm familiar with, closer to the water, when I have a better chance of finding some cottonwood there. So I literally just walked a little bit further down, and look at the size of this tree. That is unbelievable how big it is. Alright, so I just got out of this area behind me, and what's crazy is right here is the highway across this big field, and way back, that way is downtown Dallas. So I apologize for the wind. You hear it. But head back to the wooded area. I literally went pretty far away from where I parked. I didn't realize how far that went. Got a little bit of a trek back, but I'm gonna head back towards the wooded area and try to find my cottonwood, or I don't know. I probably need to, come to think of it, I want to try to find a willow set, you know, that'd be fun. So I saw some on the way in, but yeah, just gonna keep on trucking and get back with you. So stumbled across a cottonwood here, right here, and it had some really good, looked like some really good branches on it that I could use. So I actually kind of got back up underneath the tree where it'd be a little bit more dry, and it's not quite like that one's pretty punky looking. So
I used my Baco and cut a couple of pieces off. They're not the best, but I think I'll plan on using this one for my hearth board and use this one for my spindle. So I don't think I'll have to do much carving of this one. So man, there's some pieces that look really good, like really straight around the back side of it, but excuse me, but cut into it. Inside was already rotted out, and there was just a tunnel where you could see the ants were just going to town on it. So yeah, that was kind of that's what I went with at first, because I just knew that it would be a sorry, something was biting me. I just knew that it'd be a good one to use, but a good limb. But yeah, it didn't work out. So we'll give it a shot with this one. It's fairly dry too. So there's a picnic table area over this way. I'll just go back there, and I'll have a nice platform to use. And yeah, I'll try to get a set knocked out. Just like that, I found my bow from this sapling. It was right over there, and there's my backpack in the trail. So literally on my way back, I found it. You know, the reason why I picked this one is because I like that shape right there. I can hold it here and attach it up there. This is going to be a good bow. It's a little bit thicker than what I could use, normally use, but it's green and it's nice. You don't have to use green. This is going to stretch a little bit, I bet. I don't know, it's pretty solid. But yeah, got all the components that I need. I will cheat, I guess, and I mean, I don't know. Some people consider it cheating, but I've got a handhold with me, a deer antler, so I'm just going to use that. So if I don't get a chance to knock this out here on the spot, what I'll do is I'll just do a second video, part 2, and maybe just bring this stuff back with me, because it is 4 and I need to be back at the house by 5:30 to get ready for my anniversary date and dinner tonight. So we'll see, but I'm gonna try to get back. The area, the little work area I'm gonna go to isn't, but 5 minutes away, so I should be able to get something done. The dried up lake or pond that I was on the other side of it earlier at the beginning of the video, and then here's the little work area that I can go to. Alright, so I've got my little tripod out, and I'm here at the little picnic table. Here is my haul for today. I got 3 pretty good pieces of willow. My bow. And 2 pieces of cottonwood. One of them's more promising than the other, but we'll see. Just going to be using my knife and maybe my my Baco. But I'm going to try to show you what I'm doing, and well, you can kind of see it. My bow, I won't need to do much to, so I'm really kind of debating. I might just go ahead and do this with willow, because I haven't ever made a bow drill set with willow before, so I might just go ahead and do that. Sorry, I probably should have just cut that off. This could be my my hearth. right here, my hearth board. This might be a little tricky. Splitting this curve here. Let me get all this bark off real quick. There we go. I need to find a baton real quick. Let's see if we can get this a shot. Like I said, it might be kind of tricky with this being curved. That bad. Guys, so I ended up pausing it because it's giving me a lot more problems than what I thought, but I got a majority of the hearth board carved out. I kind of like that it's curved. I can put my foot here and start around the curve. I need to slim it down some more, straighten it up, because it's by far not flat. But I can already tell that I'm not going to be able to get this whole set done in time. It's already 4:25. I've got a big mess of shavings over here. But I do think I'm going to go ahead and try to get my spindle carved out, because this piece of willow is fairly already good to go. So I'll just get the bark off of it. You know, and if I was really thinking, I would be, you know, saving this bark. Willow's not the best. It's by far, you know, not as good as cottonwood, but you know, for bird's nest and tinder and stuff. But if, see, like, that's it right there. Look, if you can get it to come off in one piece like this, there's a lot of those inner fibers in there. And you can actually rough these up and kind of do like this. Just be real careful and drag it around, or drag it back towards you, and you can build up enough of that, and it kind of makes a little catch for you. You can't, you know, I don't know. I mean, you probably could. I haven't tried it yet. You probably could strike a ferro rod into that, and it might, you know what? I'll get distracted for a second. The wind's blowing really hard. There we go. It went out. So yeah, I guess you can. So I got a little distracted there. Sorry about that. But yeah, let me pause it and get my stuff set up, and I'll get to knocking away on the spindle. Just gonna trim this up a little bit. I think my best section's gonna be about right here. I'd really like to just take this centerpiece, but there's a knot. There's a knot right here. You know what? I'm going to try it because I think I can knock that down. You know? And just something that, I mean, it's just something that I do. Anytime that I go to use my saw, you'll see guys that just pull out their saw and just get nuts on it, and they don't really use the teeth of the saw themselves. They go as fast as they can. They push down as hard as they can. And you just you just have to keep a steady force on it. And these saws will cut through, you know, mainly anything. But, you know, according to the length, they're really good. You know, any folding saw, you don't, you know, let the teeth do the work. You don't necessarily have to go John Rambo on it and push down, you know, stupid hard. This does have, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can get behind it. This does have a slight bend to it, you see? So what I'll do is I'll make this up here the top. I'll make this the top where my handhold's gonna go. And that way I can just kind of use this this bend and get rid of it, you know, by going up here. So yeah, I'm gonna get to carving on this, and so I'll get back to you. I went ahead and trimmed it down a little bit. You know, this is still a lot of people will measure it and do about this long. I normally add a little bit to it, just because I'll burn through it pretty easy. But this is the gist of it. Here's that knot. So I'm gonna put it up here at the top. I would rather my string ride down below it. It's kind of cool. I don't know if it'll focus, but willow is typical of having these spots in it, or at least the willow around here. They almost look like watermarks, like where water is pulled up underneath them. See, there's a good one right there and right here. It makes a really cool pattern. And then like this one, it doesn't have any on there. So yeah, the set is coming along great. I am gonna have to wrap it up though here. I'll work on it for just a little bit longer. You know, I know it's boring to just sit there and watch me carve away and whatever, and you know, I'm not able to do that stuff and talk at the same time. Doing this kind of stuff, I just get one-track minded. But something I wanted to show you though, before I end filming today, is I wanted to show you, for those of you that aren't familiar with cottonwood, just some characteristics of it as far as if you're here in the South. This is one of the bigger pieces, and my plan for this was to use, you know, this section here for a really big hearth board that I could maybe go on both sides. But if you see cottonwood out and about, typically what it's going to look like is it'll have bigger leaves, and the back of them are almost a silver white color. You can spot it, you know, when you're walking around. It won't look like the other plain colored green. It's a little bit lighter green, and the leaves kind of like they don't just stay on the branch and go with the branch. They all kind of move, and like what Alex, when I was in Ohio, what Alex Sepulveda was telling me was that it's almost like they're waving at you. So that's something you can look at. But a telltale sign, we don't have poplar here in Texas, or tulip poplar. I think cottonwood is actually part of either the poplar or the willow tree. But a telltale sign is if you see what you think is a cottonwood, look for the dead branches that don't have the leaves on it and break off one of the small twigs. And when you do, you'll notice under the bark that you've got almost like what poplar has, a really fibrous, fine material, just like this. And this stuff is great for you know, kindling and bird's nests and all that. It doesn't smell the best. Justin out in West Texas, you were telling me about that, and yeah, it's true. Sorry, man, I couldn't remember your last name. I think it's Justin Locke. But yeah, this is real typical of it, because I don't know if it's a different species or, you know, or what. I'm sure it's not. I'm just not, you know, as well versed with trees as what I should be. But I've seen cottonwood with smooth bark, you know, where it's fairly smooth. It's not as rough and textured as this. But I know for sure this is cottonwood. It smells, if that makes any sense, it smells like it. Real, it's drying. It dries your nostrils out. It stings the nostrils. But yeah, I just thought I'd go over that real quick.